It is 9 o'clock. I will call this meeting to order. All rise for the pledge, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our first order of business will be the election of officers. Do I have a nomination for president?
I make a motion that we nominate Leota for president of the board.
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, motion passed. I'll take a nomination for vice president.
Nominate Gary for vice president.
Okay. Have a second.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes. I'll turn this over to our new president.
I'll accept a motion. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes?
I move that they're approved as presented, both the 20th and the
For
29th.
both meetings?
Yes.
Okay.
Second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. We need department reports. Richard?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
Last few weeks we've been cutting down some trees throughout the county. We had been down on Windy Hill, Scout Road, 150 North and 500 East. They was leaning into the roadways. It seems like they want to fall after dark, so we try to save them some more time. Been doing some great all work. Opened up a ditch line over on 150 South. Got the water flowing through it pretty good. Did some berming on Longwood. Had an issue with water coming out of the field, going out on the road and freezing, so we took care of that over by Keller's. Got some new pre-treat made up. We're ready for any kind of bad weather, dropping temperatures to come, which is coming. And out doing some coal patching. Kind of want to let some people know, I do it usually every year. Our gravels are really, really soft right now. We try to cover the worst ones if we can. The problem with putting gravel down this time of year, if we have to plow it, it just rolls off like marbles. Other than that, we've been bringing in some of our summer equipment, getting it all greased up and going through it. Anything needs to be done to them, we try to take care of it. Some of our older stuff, been bringing it in and painting it, trying to take care of what we got and stuff. Other than that, that's what's been going on. Unless
Thank
anybody's
you.
got anything.
Thank you for the good work you do, Richard.
Another thing, the new guys and new commissioners, if you guys ever need anything or whatever, come on down. I mean, communication is key, so. Other than Mark. That's it.
You like the boy.
Thanks, guys.
Used to hang out with our kids all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Bill?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Bill.
Don't have anything new right at the moment. That's just the moment. Some ongoing stuff that we're doing. Bonheiser is scheduled in to clean the ductwork at the jail. That's already been approved. I don't know what day they're going to get here, but they've already been approved, and they're supposed to call me and let me know what day. That's taken care of. The only other big thing I had was the steel plates were being installed on the inside of the outside walls of the jail. They're almost done with that, and that was a big project that's been going on too. So that's the only two big things I have right now. Other than that, we're just trying to keep our heads above water.
Hang in there.
The ductwork cleaning?
I'm sorry.
The ductwork cleaning process, is that a very long, drawn-out process? Or?
Not real long, but it's a big job. They'll be in here for a while.
That contract was to do all the ductwork?
Yeah.
In one setting, then?
All the cell blocks. What it was the jail inspector came in, done an airflow test. It wasn't up to par, so that's the reason we had to get something done. Of course, they need to be cleaned. They have never been cleaned. And back years ago, they told me they couldn't be cleaned. Well, Wayne County got theirs cleaned, so the jail commander, the jail inspector told us about it, and we contacted Bonheiser. They came down, done blueprints of the building, and that it can be cleaned, so that's where we're at.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Veteran Service Officer is not here. Sheriff's not here. Michael King, IT.
Morning.
Morning.
I put my report there for December on your table. Kind of first page gives the stats from the SonicWall firewall, kind of shows the data that we've been using on that little graph, just kind of shows what our normal up and down is, where we've not maxed out our connection at all. Had 768 unsorted events for the new commissioners. What that is each event that comes into the firewall that flags it as an event. I look them up based upon what their reputation is online, what those IP addresses are. It's kind of like looking them up by the caller ID on your phone. I look at what their reputation is. If they got a reputation for hacking, those kind of things, I set up rules to basically take that information in that they're sending and just ignore it, just drops it. So that's what those sorted events are on that 2,702 sorted events. Some of them are from China that have hacking reputations. Some of them are just spamming our server. If it's a problem, I try to drop it. I figure if they're a live person that has a legitimate need and I accidentally block them, they'll give us a call. So far, nobody's called. The next page shows the email stats. Something in the aggregation of the stats for the month got messed up. I'm not sure what. I got to check with the vendor. Because at the top it says we had received 85,404 emails for the month, but at the bottom it says we received 22,273. So it looks like on the 19th or 20th it just stopped adding them up. I'm not sure why. But as you say, it says in the report there, based on the percentage of what email has been legitimate versus what's spam, which has been about 40% versus 60%, we received 34,000, somewhere around there, valid emails in the month of December out of the 85,000. And then got the help desk tickets right there. A little bit of a slower month, but then I tried to take last week off, and then I spent half of it here working anyway because we had problems at 911 and CPD, fire department, various other things where I got called in. I got a call on Christmas, getting ready for Christmas dinner, and here I am getting calls from the jail because the prisoner phones were down. So, it's one of the problems with being 24/7 for the last 2.5 years is I can get calls anytime. But Mike was here covering that stuff. That's why he's got 58. Didn't have any major projects going on for December, so didn't have anything like that was really long. And then obviously setting up for the new people coming in, people that need email. And Gary, I know you need an email. I don't know if Mark, you want one or not. But also for the council, for new office holders, we've got to redo the phone names and voicemails, and we're going through all that today. So, and then the last thing on that page is the phone stats. I pulled the phone numbers, and we had 61,391 phone calls in the month of December. Now that's also including internal calls, so one office to another, calling out and calling in. So it's not just, people calling in, that's all three ways. So I think the month before it was like 78 or something thousand for November. So any questions for me?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Colin, do you have anything for us?
No, not today.
There's no council representative today. Probation's not here, 911's not here. Warren's not here. That brings us down to mail.
The other thing we had was a letter from Bill McDaniel for the area plan requesting that Carrie Steele be reappointed to
The
The board.
BZA, okay.
the plan.
I'll have to contact Carrie because she's done a good job and we would like to reappoint her if that's approved with the other two.
Do you need a
Because she
motion
shows
then?
up at the meetings prepared.
Do you need a motion for her approval today?
We will need to call and ask her if she's willing, we can go ahead and appoint her
Pending her.
pending her approval or
So moved.
acceptance. Okay. Second,
I'll second.
everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Is there anything else, Jane?
No.
This is something from the Department of Natural Resources.
I'm sorry.
This is something from the Department of Natural Resources.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a mistake.
Oh, okay.
On camera.
County farm lease. We've advertised for bids for the tillable acreage and will open bids at the January 20th meeting. We're going to go continue leasing the farm as we were able to play musical money enough to cover the 27th payroll. We were going to sell the farm to cover that, to make sure that our employees receive their pay for the year. But that's been taken care of, so we're going to continue leasing the farm. Dan Parker?
Leo?
Yes. You got a question, Gary?
Yeah, is that the 17th? Supposed to be the 17th meeting?
Yeah.
Was it advertised
It's supposed to
correctly?
be. I'm sure it was.
Okay.
I just typed the agenda in a hurry.
Okay, so it'll be,
You mean on January 17th?
yeah.
Wow. So 2017 is starting off really good for me.
Well, it came real fast here.
Yeah.
Having a meeting the first day of the month and all that good stuff. First
We
day.
might want to make sure that was advertised correctly. If not, we'll have to
Yeah, we'll
Sure
have
it
to
was.
change it.
re-advertise.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I'm
agreed,
pretty
yeah,
sure it
we're-
was the 17th.
I'm
It's
sorry.
advertised for the 17th.
All right.
Dan?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'd like to certainly congratulate and welcome the new commissioners, somewhat new. Don't have a formal report, but I did want to just, unless, Gary, you made it to that meeting in Richmond.
No, I did not.
Okay, I know that Mark did, and I appreciate him. Leo, I think you were going under the knife, or just went under the knife.
Yeah.
And we certainly hope and pray that you get feeling better. And you look like you've been in a bad wreck with that thing on your neck.
Well, no, just had a doctor stabbing me in the throat. Whatever. No problem.
You've been among cutthroats, right?
Yes.
Um,
Literally.
But anyway, thank you for attending. I appreciate it very much, Mark. And I'll do my best to get better communications to you guys. That meeting came up all of a sudden. As you know, the commissioners are the ones who authorized the Fayette County participation in the Eastern Indiana Regional Planning Commission. So we are kind of beholden to the commissioners to make good reports and to also have you involved as much as possible for these meetings. I think this was a legislative meetings. I think 6 of the 7 legislators were there. I think they had 5 representatives and 1 senator, as I recall, that were at the meeting. I was not able to attend myself. We had a death in the family, and I was in Indianapolis, so I apologize, but it couldn't be helped. As I said, just a short and formal welcome, and look forward to working for you in the months and years ahead. I think we'd be remiss if we didn't mention John Baker. and the great service that he gave to Fayette County and to the whole community. I have nothing more unless you have any questions for me.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
that
Yeah, Mark.
meeting, they said, they asked if those meetings was much count for anything. And everybody kind of liked it, and they talked like they might have another one in February, but it hasn't been nothing definite.
Good, good, good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Nine Star Communication.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on.
Good morning. My name is Barry Becker, and I'm representing Nine Star Connect. We're requesting right-of-way usage on 200 South over south of Glenwood, placing a fiber optic line down by town of Orange. Your main concern will be on the back page of that drawing, will be the 200 South over to a T-Mobile tower. We're placing the fiber optic in a 1.25-inch duct, so
You say you're replacing fiber optic?
We will be
It's already
replacing-
there?
no, we're placing new fiber optic to the new tower.
Who are you doing the cable for?
It's for T-Mobile.
Okay.
We'll be tapping the Rush Shelby fiber network that is on the northeast corner of Broad Street, and I believe that's 800 west in Fayette County. And going up the east side of 800 west or 800 east, the county line, to 200 south, and then
Have you talked to the county surveyor?
I talked to the surveyor, and they sent me to the auditor, and the auditor put me on the docket here. So I've already contacted Rush County, and I have their approvals.
Do you have any questions?
Is that the new tower that they just put up?
It's a new T-Mobile tower. Well, I assume there was maybe a tower there at one time
Yes,
before
there
that,
was.
up, and a newer one up. Yes.
And you're going to do, it appears that you're going to do borings under all the driveways?
All the
And everything.
driveways and all the culverts. We're going directional bore under all culverts, make sure if there's
There
tile
won't be
there.
any road cuts then?
No road cutting, no. As the weather stays fit, we'll plow some of it, but if the weather turns cold and it freezes, then we'll probably directional bore it all.
Or no?
Okay, if these bores, if they start to get washed out by the water coming through them, are you gonna take care of the damages on that?
Yes, we'll take care of all the damages.
Okay.
Do we need something in writing on that?
I'll make a
Just
motion
your
that we
approval.
approve.
Okay.
If it's in an email or,
I'll make a motion that we approve it right away.
We have a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
thank you.
Are there any patron concerns?
Do we need to approve Colin today? As attorney or?
That's a good question. We need to approve Colin.
Yes, we need to appoint him officially, yes.
Okay. I'd accept a motion to appoint Colin as our attorney for the coming year.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
She got a job for another year. Congratulations.
Did he accept? Okay. Are there any patron concerns? I accept a motion to approve payroll and claims.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. there anything else to come before the commissioners? We'll make appointments at our next meeting, as we didn't have time to contact people and get that list together between me being kind of laid up and things that are going on. I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
I'll move to adjourn.
Second?
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.